Welcome to Mandatory Update.
Hi.
I'm Elise Williams.
I'm Ian Hink.
So it was a great week for personal gaming triumphs here. I finished Child of Light. It was great. Got to play some Mario Kart 8 levels. Ian learned some news
Project
after.
Beast.
Yeah.
Project Beast.
What do you expect for Project Beast, Ian?
Everything. It's gonna revolutionize gaming just the way Dark Souls 1 and 2 did.
Did they though? I mean, I guess that remains to be seen, because like those games, they were kind of broken. The story really didn't seem that clear. I mean, you had to read a Wikipedia. Comcast and EA are close to inking a deal that would bring FIFA and Madden to TV operating systems. According to sources, gamers will be able to use tablets as controllers for the streaming titles. So it looks like you'll be able to play football on your TV, or as the British call it, soccer.
Dragon Age Inquisition writer David Gator says the team is at the point of the development process where they are faced with making extremely difficult cuts. Says Gator, every cut feels like it's reducing the overall quality of the game until there are so many of them that you feel like you're producing a piece of crap. Oh, so it's going to be another Dragon Age game. I get it.
The Norwegian military is testing the Oculus Rift to drive tanks. With the addition of VR, drivers would no longer have to expose their heads above the hatch, and it also provides a much clearer 185-degree viewpoint. Watch out for Norway, everybody. They can almost look around in a complete circle.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare will run on a new engine, take place across several continents, and the player plays as a former Marine Private Mitchell, voiced by Troy Baker. Do you think that somewhere out there there's a lighthouse that opens a doorway to an alternate universe where Troy Baker decides to voice a character in a good game?
If you've ever dreamt about making video games for a living, Ubisoft Toronto team member Matt Rose wants to help. His website Game School Prep seeks to provide counsel and set young people on the right track to achieving their goals, like living in Canada.
Mandatory Update does its best to keep abreast of developments in the game industry. It helps that we have such a skilled and knowledgeable research team. I am now being told that we do not have a skilled and knowledgeable research team. We have Rob Slusser. Oh well. Rob?
Thank you, Ian. Or Elise, I can't tell two of you apart. It's the hair. Since the beginning of video games, there have been studies trying to determine if Doom causes violence or Pac-Man causes obesity. Just last month, there were 27 studies, and those are just counting the ones trying to figure out why those birds are so angry. We here at Mandatory Update have decided to do our own study, trying to determine whether the truth or falsity of all the other studies is legitimate. A study of this size is definitely difficult. Our first problem was finding enough research subjects. Now, it's true that GT has a room filled with chimpanzees chained to computers. It's how they produce their reviews. But we here at Mandatory Update don't have a lavish budget like GT does, so we had to go with something even cheaper. That means interns. You'd think that we wouldn't have any volunteers for a job like this, but apparently the magic words are job combined with playing video games. And so now we have 10,000 interns on 10,000 computers, and they've been playing for 10,000 hours. Here are some of our results. An increase in hand-eye coordination. Hunger, but that's just because we don't have the budget to feed them. Thirst, see above. Aggression, we've noticed bite marks on many of the interns, but that might be because of the horrible chimpanzees running around the office here at GameTrailers. Also, depression, sadness, joy, pride, elation, introspection, a personal search for meaning, and a desire for contact with other human beings. Although, to be fair, these might be perfectly normal, we don't have the funds for a control group. Check back next week when we continue our study with vivisections. Back to you, Ian.
Great, thanks, Rob.
Washington State has taken steps to sue Ed Nash, whose Kickstarter campaign for Asylum playing cards has failed to deliver on its promises. Oh wait, this just in. I guess they got Nash and arrested him, but he found a guy who looked just like him and switched him into his jail cell in his place and escaped. Oh man, they're gonna send that other guy to the row.
The row? What?
As in death? Death row?
Death row? You mean like the chair? The hot seat? Dead meat? Deep six? It's over, pal? You're out of here, bub? The groundhogs are bringing you your mail? You're picking turnips with a stepladder? The no tomorrow row? That kind of row? Oh no, the row? Well, I hope all that gets sorted out.
Damn it.
Xbox head Phil Spencer went on a late-night Twitter spree earlier this week. He revealed that fans can expect both new IPs and new sequels at E3, and that some announcements will even be made during the month of May. Gamers everywhere saw through these desperate pleas to try to make the Xbox One relevant and marketable, especially after a tweet from Twitter user @BillySpencer read, "Why is Daddy crying in front of the Xbox?" And then another from @Mrs. Spencer that read, Phil, sweetheart, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Come back to bed. Please?"
Epic held its own live stream event on Thursday to announce nothing.
Accessories manufacturer Turtle Beach will unveil a new line of Star Wars-themed gaming headsets at E3 this year. Executive Bob Picunco said, "We are looking forward to introducing a product that appeals to both Star Wars fans and fans of huge clunky headsets that are impossible to sync to their parent device and don't sound that good."
Harmonix is kickstarting a sequel to their beloved 2003 rhythm game Amplitude for the PS3 and PS4, making this the first time an intellectual property owned by Sony has had to be kickstarted by a developer. Meanwhile, Shuhei Yoshida filled his jacuzzi with strawberry milkshakes last weekend.
Teddy Diefenbach, one of the developers behind Hyperlight Drifter, is working on a new 4-player brawler. Kyoto Wild lets you play as retired ronin, fighting their way against one another through feudal Japan. I've played both of those games, and they're really good, and I'm friends with Teddy.
That's not even a joke, you're just bragging.
Right. Hi, Teddy! Nintendo released a statement this week that it would not bow to pressure to allow the virtual characters of their game Tomodachi Life to engage in same-sex relationships. Good job, Nintendo. I'm proud of you for not only making terrible business decisions at every turn, but now also making terrible societal decisions too. With any luck, you'll go out of business before we do, and I won't have to hear Kyle talk about your shitty kids games anymore.
It looks like Frogware's Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments will be hitting a slew of platforms, including the PS4 and Xbox One, when it comes out this September. The game draws inspiration from the BBC series Sherlock, and of course is heavy on the sleuthing.
Oh wow, it's heavy on the sleuthing? No shit, Sherlock.
Do people even say that anymore?
Sure they do. Psych. Console versions of The Elder Scrolls Online are being delayed by 6 months. If you own a console and can't wait, you can still play via PC, and then for $20, purchase an Xbox One or PS4 version and transfer your character. We've played the game. Trust us, you can wait.
Infinity Ward is merging with Neversoft to create a super studio. A super studio?
That's right, a super studio.
Mergius Infutilis, the super studio villain mastermind!
That's right, it is I, Mergius Infutilis, arch nemesis of the traditional gaming studio system. Soon, all AAA game houses will be as one.
But why Mergius? If there's only one game studio, then how are they supposed to make any games?
That's exactly the point. There will only be one game.
What? Which game?
Join me, friends, as we see what the future holds in store for Sim and...
In other Nintendo news, the company is releasing a smartphone app to coincide with the Wii U release of Mario Kart 8. Players can simply log into the app using their Nintendo Network ID to find their rankings, share videos with friends, and learn tips. You know, because Nintendo really gets mobile.
Oh yeah, they're about as in tune with the mobile market as they are with the gay community. We're not letting you off the hook, Nintendo. Activision is investing $500 million in Destiny. That's a lot of money, but the company assures that it's part of a 10-year plan to create a depth of creative content, scope, and scale that is unprecedented and required to bring Bungie's vision to life. Activision went on to explain that the game is actually being developed by a plant that fell from space during a total eclipse of the sun about a week ago. Since then, they found that it could create the most brilliant games, but needed to eat physical money to survive in our harsh Earth atmosphere. Da-do!
Artist Andrew Scaife has created a series of concept art that imagines Buffy the Vampire Slayer as a point-and-click adventure game. In unrelated news, Braid developer Jonathan Blow created a series of concept art showing himself holding a taco, eating it, and then looking quite pleased indeed. It's good to dream, Jonathan, but don't set yourself up for disappointment.
If you're into gore, bloodletting, and dismemberment, you'll love the recently announced Killing Floor 2. In the game, you and a friend can tear through hordes of genetic abominations, leaving their mutilated corpses in your wake. Or you could just spend Saturday night watching Elise shave her legs. Alright, that's Mandatory Update. Thanks for watching. Good night and good game. Let's do this.
Ninja vanish!
And then we'll cut.
We'll cut, so I'll just get out of it. Hang on. Are you gonna do the smoke thing?
I will have.
Look at you working there, working all alone. You keep it up, you wear your fingers to the bone. I'm just the same as you, working for myself. Too independent to help somebody else.
Jesus, take me to the higher ground.